7 signs that your life will go to a whole new level. Welcome to Spiritually, your upgrade to the next level. Life occasionally surprises us by leaving its leisurely path and jumping to the next level. Sometimes it bumps and jerks beforehand, figuratively speaking, so that we are sufficiently forewarned. Change is our constant companion. Some of these transformations are pleasing and beautiful, yet others are not to our liking. Occasionally, however, we qualify for a knighthood of a special kind. Life ennobles our perseverance and confidence by promoting us to the next levels of our being. The sun shines brighter there, it seems. Our spiritual connections are stronger, and we experience ourselves at our best. Until that time comes, look for the following 7 signs that prophesy the cosmic upswing to follow. Number 1. Some relationships have reached their expiration date. People come and go. Every single one of them has fulfilled his or her mission when our time together comes to an end at some point. This affects partnerships just as much as friendships or collegial and even neighborly relationships. One of the most typical signs of impending change is undoubtedly when the cards are reshuffled in your social environment. Long overdue separations are then completed. People move on or look for new challenges elsewhere. Sometimes this letting go means leaving for good. It is not uncommon for people to die in the natural cycle of life, and then our lives start the next round. That is the course of things, and this course never stops. Be grateful for these chances, even if the price you have to pay for them may seem high at first sight. Number 2. The universe sends you messages. Strange conversations, incomprehensible symbols, synchronicities, lucid dreams, or the misplacement or breaking of objects. All these are signs from above that you need to prepare for a change. Often, all universal messages appear at the same time, sometimes only some of them. Suddenly, everything in your life falls into place, and opportunities open up to you that you never dared to dream of. Old acquaintances from days long gone sometimes wrap themselves in the invisible cloak of the messengers of fate. The spiritually advanced among us notice déjà vus and receive messages. For example, even from animals, which are intended and understandable only for you. Number 3. You hardly get any sleep. Our sleep mode says an enormous amount about how we are feeling right now. If everything is fine with you physically and mentally, you will have no problem slipping gently into Morpheus's arms and enjoying at least 7 hours of wonderful sleep. If, on the other hand, something keeps you awake night after night and tugs at your subconscious, increased vigilance is called for in many ways. Intense and very realistic dreams, up to nightmares or lucid dreams, are indeed no gentle methods to make us aware of upcoming innovations in our lives. However, sleep speaks to us most clearly by denying itself to us. If you lie awake for nights on end, great things may be in store for you. Number 4. You have the certain feeling that something is wrong. In this case, our gut feeling and intuition make common cause with our inner voice. These 3 actors always join forces in an effective alliance when it is really important. You can therefore be assured that the queasy feeling that haunts you is not imaginary. Our subconscious has a knowledge advantage of which our conscious hardly knows anything. If you are about to set off for new shores, all your senses pull together and want to convey the good news to you in time. Is it doubt that gnaws at you? Then take a step back. Doubts basically mean no, and make themselves heard in this way. Number 5. Your thinking changes from the ground up. When we have to deal with groundbreaking innovations in our lives, fate swears us in beforehand in a certain way. Without noticing it, our priorities secretly, quietly shift in a completely new direction. Whereas in the past we would have accepted success as the only raison d'etre, this view of the meaning of life is now clearly put into perspective. Concepts such as contentment, happiness, joy, and harmony are increasingly circling around in our heads. The importance of money may remain, but moves a few places further down our list of priorities. Concepts such as contentment, happiness, joy, and harmony are increasingly circling around in our heads. The importance of money may remain, but moves a few places further down our list of priorities. Number 6. You want to put everything in order. Interestingly, the universe likes to call us to order before it shifts into the next gear. Professional change is characterized, for example, by suddenly mustering up the courage to clear out the unfinished files of the last 6 months, dispose of our data junk, and shred all the papers that are not meant for the eyes of others. We clear our desk. We start to mentally create a to-do list as a precaution. In the private sphere, too, tidying up and clearing out is the order of the day when we can expect exciting news. We cultivate the field of dreams. Then what may come? Number 7. Emotions break through your protective shield. Number 7. Emotions break through your protective shield. It already knows what fate will soon befall us, and is already tuning the whole range of our emotions to it as a precaution. If you perceive such, for you rather unusual emotional outbursts, this is a good sign. Just trust the universe here. Our conclusion. Next stop. New life. The universe and fate store interesting tools and strategies in their toolbox to point us more or less gently to upcoming changes. Who is not is completely blind and deaf to these cosmic finger points, will soon be able to recognize from which direction this fresh wind blows. Be alert and listen to your inner voice. It is usually the first to know when new and unpredictable things knock on our door. Trust your inner voice because it is ultimately the one that maintains a direct line to the top. It has secret knowledge that opens up undreamt of possibilities for you. If you enjoyed our podcast, feel free to give us a thumbs up. And to make sure you don't miss any new posts, subscribe to our channel. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you, and see you soon, Spirita Vivo.